You are 36 years old. You have $287,000 in a brokerage account your coworkers do not know exists. Your brother makes $12,000 more than you a year. He has a leased Audi Q5, a kitchen he just renovated on a home equity line of credit, and a savings account that hit $1,400 last Tuesday and has not been above $2,000 since 2019. Last Thanksgiving, your aunt pulled you into the hallway near the Coates. She touched your arm the way people touch you when they have decided something sad about you. She said your mom worries, She says you never seem to push yourself. You smiled. You said you were fine. She nodded the way people nod when they have already written the ending to your story, and your ending is not good. You did not tell her about the $287,000. You did not tell her about the automatic transfer that runs every other Friday at 7:04 in the morning while you were still in bed. You did not tell her that the reason you look lazy is that you stopped performing effort for an audience 9 years ago, started directing it at something nobody could see. This is the story of the laziest financial decision you will ever make, and the only one that actually works. You have been told your entire life that wealth is a product of effort. Work harder, hustle more. Wake up at 5 a.m. grind. The podcast you listened to in your car last week said it in exactly those words. The guy on it had a 7-figure business and a jawline. And he said with absolute conviction that nobody gets rich by accident. That every dollar in your account is a receipt for the hours you put in. That lazy people stay broke because they deserve to. You believed him. Why would you not? He sounded certain. He had the receipts. The car, the house, the watch. The things that look like proof. But here's the part he did not mention. The part nobody on any stage, in any book, in any motivational speech has ever said out loud. The richest people you will never meet are not the hardest workers. They're not the most talented. They're not the most disciplined. They're the people who built a machine that works while they sleep, and then they got out of its way. Effort builds income. Systems build wealth. And the difference between those two sentences is the reason your coworker, who works 60 hours a week, has less in the bank than the one who leaves at 4:45 every single day. Let me show you exactly what this looks like. Two people, same starting line, same paycheck, same Tuesday. You and Marcus both got hired the same week at the same mid-sized logistics company in Columbus. Same starting salary, $58,000 a year, same onboarding packet, same gray cubicle on the 3rd floor. Marcus sits 2 rows over. He wears fitted polos. He got a Yeti tumbler for his birthday from his girlfriend, and he carries it everywhere like a small silver trophy. Marcus is not lazy. That is the important part. Marcus is the opposite of lazy. Marcus is the person every manager uses as an example in meetings. He volunteers for the Saturday shift. He answers Slack messages at 9:30 at night. He got promoted 11 months in. You got promoted 14 months in. 3 months later than Marcus, because you did not volunteer for the Saturday shift, because you left at 5:01 most days, because you did not answer Slack after dinner. You are not lazy either. You just stopped pretending that visibility is the same thing as value. And somewhere between your 2nd and 3rd month on the job, you did something Marcus did not do. It took you 11 minutes. You did it on your phone during lunch. You were eating a sandwich from home because the cafeteria charges $14.50 for a salad you could make for $3.20. You opened your 401k portal. You set your contribution to 8%. Checked the box that said increase contribution by 1% every year. You closed the tab. You finished your sandwich. That was the whole thing. Then that Friday, you opened a Roth IRA at Fidelity. You set up an automatic transfer, $300 every other Friday, straight into an S&P 500 index fund, VU. The one Marcus had never heard of because Marcus had never needed to look for it. That was 9 years ago. You never increased the amount manually. You never checked the balance more than once a quarter. You never watched a YouTube video about it. You never told a single person you did it. The transfers ran in the background like a utility bill. Quiet, automatic, invisible. Marcus, meanwhile, was building something different. Marcus got his first raise 6 months in, $4,000. He celebrated by leasing a 2024 Honda Accord. $412 a month. 36 months. He posted a photo of the key fob on his story. 47 reactions. He felt like he had arrived. And for about 3 weeks, he had. Then the novelty wore off and the payment did not. 6 months later, he moved to a better apartment. One bedroom, granite countertops, and unit washer, $1,680 a month. He told himself he had earned it. That is the part nobody tells you about hustle culture. Every upgrade feels earned. Every upgrade feels deserved. And every single one of them quietly rewrites the baseline so that the new normal costs more than the old one. And the gap between what comes in and what stays never actually widens. Marcus got promoted again at month 18, $67,000. He got a new watch, it's a SOT PRX, $650. He told himself it was an investment in his image, in who he was becoming. He said the word becoming out loud to his girlfriend at dinner, and she smiled and said she was proud of him. He was proud too. For about a week, and the week passed, and the watch was just a watch, and the raise was just a number that the new rent and the new car and the new dinners absorbed the way a sponge absorbs water, cleanly, completely, without leaving a trace. Marcus is not stupid. Marcus is not reckless. Marcus is doing exactly what he was taught to do. Work hard, earn more, live better, repeat. The problem is that the formula works perfectly for building a life that looks successful. It just does not work for building one that is. By year 3, Marcus is making $72,000. He has $2,100 in his 401k, because he set it to 3% his first week and never changed it. He has $840 in savings. He has $4,700 on his Chase Sapphire Preferred. He has a car payment. His rent that went up $120 last renewal. Has a life that looks from every visible angle like a person who is winning. He is not winning. He is performing winning. And performing is expensive. Let me tell you what your 11 minutes actually did. Your 401k at 8% contribution, matched at 4% by your employer. Deposits $348 a month into a low-cost index fund before you ever see it. You do not feel it. You do not miss it. It leaves your paycheck the way taxes leave your paycheck. Quietly, automatically. Before the part of your brain that wants things can get its hands on it. Your Roth IRA takes another $300 every other Friday. $650 a month. Also automatic. Also invisible. Also invested in VOO, which charges you 0.03% a year to own a piece of the 500 largest companies in America. That is $998 a month total, not $1,000. It's not dramatic. Not a sacrifice you feel in your chest when you pay it. It is the financial equivalent of a subscription you forgot you have. Except instead of a streaming service you do not watch, it is buying you a piece of Apple, a piece of Microsoft, a piece of Amazon, every month. Whether you are paying attention or not, this is the one thing, not the amount, not the fund, not the strategy, the automation. The act of building a machine that moves money into ownership before your impulses can intercept it, because here is what nobody tells you about saving money. The hardest part is not discipline. The hardest part is the decision you have to make every single time, every payday, every bonus, every unexpected $200 that lands in your account. You have to choose again and again and again to not spend it. And every time you choose, it costs you something. Not money, willpower. And willpower runs out. It always runs out. Automation removes the decision, takes the choice away from the version of you that is tired on Friday night, gives it to the version of you that was clear-headed on a Tuesday afternoon 9 years ago. That Tuesday version of you is smarter. This is the lazy person's advantage. Not that they do less, but they build a system that does the work for them, and then they stop thinking about it. But laziness has a price, not a financial one, a social one. Your mother calls on a Sunday. She asks how work is going. She says it the way people say it when they already have an opinion. You say it is fine, she says. Your cousin just got promoted to regional manager. You say that is great, she says. He is the same age as you. She does not say what she is thinking. She does not have to. You have known her your whole life. You can hear it in the pause between sentences. She thinks you are wasting your potential. Your college friends have a group chat. It buzzes most on Friday nights when someone posts a photo from somewhere expensive. You react with a fire emoji and put your phone down. You do not post anything, not because you cannot afford to go, because going would require you to explain why you are not posting from somewhere else. And explaining would require you to say the thing you have not said to anyone, that you are building something, that you have a number growing in an account nobody knows about. The shift does not happen all at once. It happens in small moments. Year 6. Your car needs new brakes. $1,200. 2 years ago, this would have been a problem, a thing you would have had to manage. You pay it on a Tuesday, you do not think about it again. That is the first time you notice something has changed. Not the number, the feeling. Year 7. Marcus mentions at lunch that his rent went up again. $140 this time. He laughs about it the way people laugh about things that are not actually funny. You nod. You do not mention that your rent also went up? You do not mention that you did not notice until you saw the email 3 days later. Year 8. A friend asks to borrow $2,000. His water heater died. He has a kid. You say yes? You do not check your account first? You do not need to. You transfer it from your phone while he is still explaining why he needs it. He stops mid-sentence, looks at you differently. The recalibration. The moment he realizes he does not know you as well as he thought. This is what the machine buys. Not a car, not a watch. It buys you the ability to be the person you want to be in the moments that matter, without doing math first. Marcus got laid off in March. He had been there 9 years. Same as you. What it did not show was the Tuesday night phone call you got from him at 11:40 p.m. I have nothing, he said. I have, nothing. 9 years of work. 9 years of Saturday shifts, $14,200. You transferred him $5,000 that night. Somewhere right now, there is a person sitting in their car in a parking lot with their phone open to a banking app. They automate, and then they stop watching.